and I had my hand in my pocket, like smiling like I'm about to fuck her. And, well, we'll just leave it at that.
Did you?
What do you think?
You better.
You're goddamn right. Now she lives in Iowa. But anyway, that's beside the point. Pretty nice shit stuff.
All right, keep going. My Bloody Valentine. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, my bad. Anyway, so, this town pretty much, they were cool with the warnings, but now they're like, it's 20 years later, let's have another dance, because that's what we do. And, this is Valentine's Bluff, so I guess, that kind of goes with the territory. I guess if you're, like, fucking Santa Claus, Indiana, you got to have a fucking, like, celebration of which you're named after. Anyway, so everybody's all excited about it. And three of these young dudes, or, well, not young dudes, two young dudes, and a chick, they're kind of involved in a love triangle here. It's T.J. Haniger, who is the mayor's son, which is kind of like, that kind of flies under the radar that he's the mayor's son. The mayor's like, my goddamn son, come back to the city, you're going to have to fucking work in the mine. He's a prick. And, and then you have, this dude just took off for no reason. It was kind of weird. Like, he just took off randomly, and, then you also got his girlfriend, Sarah, well, his former girlfriend. What did you think of Sarah, Vic?
Oh, I'd probably do some stuff to her.
You would have put it in her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think we tried to get her on the
it.
show, I think.
Yeah, no, I don't know if it was her, but I would have came inside of her.
Well, there's two of them we tried to get on the show.
They're all horse. Anyway. So
they're all female, so that makes sense.
I hope nobody important's listening to this, but if they are, suck my dick. You're Canadian. Fuck you. What do you think of that? Fucking Canucks. Nobody gives a shit about hockey anyway. Anyway, so I don't drink Molson. I drink Red's Apple Ale, motherfuckers.
Ethan Page don't even watch hockey, bro. And he is Canadian.
Yeah, he's probably the best-looking Canadian in Canada, other than, like, Trish Stratus. You get it.
What about Lufisto? Or is she not count because she's not...
She got big titties.
And big booty. And what about Hudson Envy? Even though she is a lesbian.
No, she's not. I don't believe it. It's a work just like Jimmy Felcher.
Dude, she's over there in Japan with Heidi Lovelace right now.
Yeah, but I like that. They need to make videos.
We need to bring them on this show and see if we can make that happen.
All right, fair enough. So this dude he had left. He left his fucking girlfriend, which is pretty random for a dude because that seems like a chick's thing to do. So she started a relationship with old Axel, and I don't mean Axel Rose, and I don't mean Axel Wright, who's Vic's best friend. But you start getting the idea that she's still got feelings for old TJ. She wants his, she kind of wants his dick in or around her mouth, right?
Exactly, bro.
And this is just an act off, right? And rightfully so. This motherfucker left. He went out to the West Coast, and I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like, he might have went to San Francisco, explored his gay roots. Or, Vic, which one did you like better, TJ or Axel? Let's just go ahead and take a side.
Well, I'm always going to side with the name TJ.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that makes sense. I got to go with Axel in this situation because TJ's an asshole. You know what I mean?
But so are we.
Well, yeah, but he was a fag that he left for no reason, you know?
But he might have went out there to go to a 49ers game. I don't know.
Maybe. He could have just stuck around and slapped her titties around for a while.
But maybe he went to go fuck more bitches and came back to still fuck her.
Yeah, maybe. It's an interesting scenario, regardless.
We'll never know the answer to it either, and that sucks.
I want to ask Harry Warden. He might know. But Jesus Christ, I'm drunk. Anyway, so meanwhile, it's hard to read. Meanwhile, Mayor Haniger, messaging me, motherfuckers. And meanwhile, Mayor Haniger, and this is the old dude who's like paranoid and weird. Tell me he's not. Shit, I got a lot more to talk about.
Yeah.
I better get going.
Sorry, I had my mic muted because it's making background noise. At least I hear it.
Don't be playing with your dinger. Anyway,
dude,
so
I'll Skype it for you.
I don't even know what you're saying. Mayor Hanniger and the town's chief of police, they get an anonymous box of, did I say that right? Anonymous?
Yeah, that's correct, sir.
Box of Valentine's chocolates. And when they open it, it contains what, Vic? What's it have?
I don't fucking know. Chocolate. Poisonous chocolate.
Fucking movie again. A human heart. Presumably, that of the young woman at the beginning of the movie, the one that the blonde whore, which I don't know why she's randomly trying to suck some minor off, but whatever. Anyway, the note warns against another Valentine's Day dance, and I kind of like how it rhymes because it's pretty fucking sweet. You know what I mean? It added to the eeriness of it. Hippopotamus?
What did you say?
Did you like the way that the fucking Valentine's notes rhymed?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me. I was talking to
who the fuck do you think I'm talking to? One of the faggot dogs?
I thought you were still just reading through the movie, man. I was talking to David. Continue, sir.
I hope you could hear that sigh. Anyway, so that night, Mabel, that old broad. Vic, you'd hit Mabel, don't lie.
Yeah, twice.
All right. As long as we're on the same page.
I probably still would.
That's fair enough. She's probably dead. But anyway.
Okay.
Just along with that narrator from last week, everybody tried to bring him up, and I'm like, he's dead.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, they were like, oh. I was like, yeah, he's dead.
They were all sad about it when you told them, too.
Yeah, well, I've been paying attention. I'm going to piss in a bottle here in a minute. Anyway, so that being said, because I don't have a bathroom in my basement, so I got to piss in a bottle.
Piss in the dog cage. Let them sleep in it.
Well, Fudge would like that, because he's a
retard.
So you get old bitch Mabel. Did you?
Yeah.
I like pissing in cat. So anyway, Mabel, this old bride. And when I say Mabel, I'm not talking about Men on a Mission Mabel. I'm talking about an old bride. She's a fucking in her laundromat, and there's this dude stalking her, right? And they kind of show where he's at during the stalking scene. It's not like Jason where they don't know, where Jason is a lot of the time. But anyway, he corners her in the laundromat and he fucking murders her with that pickaxe. What do you think of the pickaxe, Vic?
Actually, I was going to talk about that later, but I think
We'll hold it.
No, I mean, I'll go ahead and put it out there. No?
Yeah.
I'll wait. I don't care, whatever. I'll just say I love it right now. I'll talk more about it later.
All right, cool. Well, anyway, so the next morning, the fucking sheriff or whatever, he finds her fucking body stuffed inside one of those dryers. And Vic, this is one of those moments where you have to have the extended cut, because she was fucking roasted, because she's been sitting in that dryer for fucking hours, dude. And it is nasty, but awesome.
That's awesome. If you would have given me the uncut edition, I would have watched it.
I was drunk. Leave me alone.
I don't think so.
A little.
You only had a couple. The baby kept you from doing stuff.
She's always bullying me, but she ain't doing it tonight because I'm down here and she's up there. So let her bully somebody else. Anyway. So anyway, this chick's body, this old chick, she's fucking stuffed in one of the dryers. Her heart's ripped out. Of course it is, because this is what this dude does. He fucking rips their hearts out, which I think is pretty badass, personally. And her fucking skin's all scorched from the heat of being in a dryer, which I wonder how much fucking damage a dryer could do. I'm sure it could do a lot, so it was pretty sweet. Anyway, Newbie tries to hush up the incident in the hopes of avoiding a panic. I think that's the mayor, which, again, Vic, what the fuck, man? When something bad happens, what do? You try to cover it up? Is that what we're doing now? Is that just the smarter decision?
I mean, honestly, yeah, that's what I would do. You got to cover all tracks, man.
It's only 9:24, and I can already hear the baby flipping out.
Tell Isla to be quiet for a little bit.
Oh, well, it's going to be somebody else's problem. Anyway, so this dude tries to fucking bury the problem. He phones the mental institution where Harry Warden was incarcerated, but there's no fucking trace of him. They don't know what the fuck happened to him, which is pretty weird. And his records are lost, and the person there, this stupid bitch, can't tell the mayor where Harry is or what the fuck happened to him. And this mayor and the sheriff, they kind of fear that old Harry Warden's come back to a continuous killing spree, and their worst fears can seem to be true whenever the coroner tells them that the heart in the box was, well, a human heart of a woman approximately 30 years old, which is the whore earlier, right? All right. Vic, you always add such good info to these movies.
My mic was muted again, my fault. I was sitting there talking to you, but my mic was muted, and you just say, okay.
So basically you're saying you're a fucktard.
Basically, yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, fair enough. So with the death of old bitch, the dance is canceled. TJ and his group of friends, they're at the local bar where they hear stories from the bartender about Harry Warden and his fucking rampage. Which I love this, where the bartender's talking about this bartender is fucking overacting like a motherfucker, but it was still good shit. And, they pretty much no-sell him. They're pretty much like pissing him off. So he overhears them planning on holding their own party at the mine after hours. When they leave, the bartender rushes out to the mine ahead of them, and he kind of sets up a little gag dummy with a pickaxe to scare the shit out of these kids, doesn't he?
Yes, you're correct, sir, and everything you just said.
But he keeps testing it. He keeps testing it over and over again, and then like the fourth or fifth time, this fucking, I guess Harry Warden jumps out and he drives that pickaxe into his head. And Vic, let me just tell you, man, this is another scene where you got to have the extended cut, because this motherfucker catches the pickaxe through the eye, and it is fucking brutal, dude. Brutal.
Is it as good as the pickaxe through the eye in the 3D one?
I don't remember because I've never seen it in 3D. Mine's shitty.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but it is pretty sweet, especially for 1981, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So, we're at the next night, and, you got TJ and Axel. These motherfuckers get into a fight over there, little rivalry over Sarah. And, meanwhile, good old Dave, this is another random dude that's in this little group. This motherfucker gets murdered in the kitchen by, of course, the miner, which I guess that's what you would call the killer in this movie, the miner. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he is. That's who he is. That's how he's done.
And the way he gets killed is he gets his fucking face shoved in, Halloween 2 style, into a fucking boiling pot of fucking hot dog water by the miner. And it was pretty brutal. If you watch his face fucking flake off in the water, it was nice.
Speaking of hot dog water, John Black used to tell people at the Kingdom they smelled like hot dog water.
That's
just FYI. He used to tell people.
My ex-wife used to get mad about hot dog water. She hated hot dog water. It pissed her off.
Why? For real, I figured she was just drinking.
Bitch. She's a fat, stupid bitch. Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
The killer cuts his heart out and throws it in the boiling fucking water where it cooks alongside a large batch of hot dogs. The girl sees it later, and, she thinks it's a gag, and people kind of don't notice that the dude's fucking body's in the freezer. Do you remember that, Dick? Where the dude's body's just sitting there in the freezer chilling?
Yes, as it should be.
Well, meantime, the police chief... Go ahead.
No, good. You're good.
All right, so meantime, the chief gets another hint of trouble, and he gets another fucking candy box. And, he's thinking it's it's apparently containing a blood-soaked heart, and it says, you didn't stop the party. So the chief, he didn't know about the party at the mine. They thought they had stopped everything, but nope, And he's like, what damn party? This dude didn't know anything about the party.